Hello. You must be here for the tales. My name is Ren Claudius von Meow, or Ren Halftail. Let us begin, shall we? My dear nephew Salmon, I have no idea why your mother named you this. There are many stories on how I lost my eye. Some are ridiculous, as the one where it is plucked down by the goddess Besmara in a fit of pique over having lost a game of dice to me, or some other crap. Others are, however, more simple, but stupid, like me blasting it out in the same explosion that cost me my tail. Well, I did lose my tail to that, and my eye was lost later on, and only 4 people aside from myself know the truth. So, my dear nephew, this is the true story of how I lost my eye. To set the stage, we had been shanghaied by Captain Barnabas Harrigan and his asinine first mate, and the sadistic Master Scourge and Mr. Plug, respectively. Throughout our time aboard, Varial had become Plug's favorite whipping boy, scratching post, punching bag, or however you want to put it. We had been planning a mutiny for weeks, and then we captured a merchant ship, the Denalia. And Harrigan, foolishly or perhaps cunningly, put Plug and Scourge in command of the ship Denalia. With 7 loyal men, and the rest of the crew, us 15 mutineers. We quickly learned that Scourge and Plug were going to double-cross the captain. Seeing opportunity, we spread news among the loyal crew and created a schism in their ranks. But as it turned out, our hands would be forced before that schism could be exploited. I had by then obtained my beautiful pistol Firecat and had her in my boot. That fateful day, Varial had messed up the bilge. I have no idea how you can do that when it's already... And was being whipped by the cat o' nine tails we called Plug's lover. They had denied Varial food for 2 days, had whipped him thrice each day, and I had seen enough. As the barbed ropes came down once more, I stepped between the blow and my elven friend, putting my arm up in its path. As the whip wrapped around my arm, biting into my flesh, one of the metal pieces carved across the left side of my face, splitting my eye in twain. The pain was intense due to the salt soaked into the thing, but I was able to bear it. Pardon me, but my ink ran out and I had to borrow another pen. Anyhow, Plug was confused. Nobody ever stood up to him like this. "What be you doing, Mr. Halftail?" he sneered. I replied, "We are taking our freedom back along with this ship." As I said these words, I reached into my boot and pulled out Firecat, pointing her right between his eyes. Those eyes, that face, the expression of sheer terror and sudden realization was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. The pleasure that I felt pulling that trigger and watching him drop was better than all the catnip in the world could provide. What ensued was a battle that ended in us taking the ship, my taking the captaincy, and Scourge taking a little swim with the sharks. I said it once, I will say it again. This is the one true story about how I lost my eye and how a legend began. But now I must go. It is time for my fishing day, and as soon as I deal with G-Kist. Ren Halftail von Meow Meow. Pardon me while I get a drink for a second. Alright, one more thing before I let you all leave. On Grandpa Spandex. Grandpa Spandex, or Gramps as the crew calls him, is the ship's cook. An exceptionally eccentric old fart whom can be found dancing in nothing but a Speedo and an enormous grin. He is the best darn cook I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. He says he has a granddaughter who loves to dance as much as he does. Well, what else can I say about him but... Everybody!